Hi, it's Brandon Splay from ThirstShop.com. Today we're talking about exercise called the Buffalo Bar Bench Press versus bands. So we've talked about the Buffalo Bar Bench Press. We've talked about benching versus bands. We've got tons of different bench press videos on our YouTube channel, our website. Check those out if you're looking for more information there. We're just going to demonstrate how to basically combine all those things with this particular exercise. So the main reason you would use a Buffalo Bar, in case if you've not heard of a Buffalo Bar before, is there's a very small camber in this bar. This is technically a squat bar, and it's designed to save the shoulders a little bit when you squat, so it's going to feel like a squat bar. It's going to kind of go around your body a little more comfortable. Your hands are going to sit a little bit lower, and that's going to help save your shoulders in the long run. However, lots of powerlifters and strength athletes like to bench press with this bar because of the increased range of motion. It's very natural. It doesn't really bang your body up. It's not an overly aggressive camber and deficit that you make, but it does feel relatively good. I like this one. This is an older one. The bar is definitely thicker. I think it sits better in my hands. The camber is not as aggressive as some other manufacturers currently. So I personally like this older one, but you can definitely find Chris Duffin's Kabuki one is a great one if you happen to be looking or in the market for one. We have one of his as well. I just think that camber is a little too aggressive for my shoulders personally. But then we've also got our band set up. So we've got these doubled mini bands to be able to provide some accommodating resistance, and it's a really great way to develop some speed and power in your bench press. This variation will do a ton in terms of building power off your chest because you're going to train in a bigger range of motion, more time under tension, and then the bands obviously are going to force you to press faster, but you're also going to have the overspeed eccentrics on the way down, and you're going to get that reactivity and that speed and that pop that your bench press might be missing off your chest. So we've got a video how to set bands up. You can check that out. We've also got a variation of how to actually bench press this. I'm just going to show you and demonstrate briefly what it looks like, and then we'll talk about some programming. So still going to set up with my regular bench press. My hands are basically in the power rings. I'm going to set my shoulders, all that good stuff. And then I'm going to unrack the bar, let it settle, press as fast as I can. And then rack. And then I'm pretty good. So how would you implement an exercise like this? I would say most people doing this exercise probably follow some kind of conjugate-based system. Don't have to, but I would say most people probably are. And if you happen to be one of those people, this could be a max effort variation. So you could basically figure out what your 1, 2, 3 rep max is on this exercise, track the progress over time, and use this to help improve the strength of your bench press and throw it in your regular cycle. The other thing you could do is use it as your supplemental exercise. So after you bench press, you hit your main movement, whatever, you use this to help build your bench press off the speed of your chest. So you might do like 3x5, 3x6 to really focus on that, get some more time under tension there, and focus on building some speed and some pop and learn how to grind through weights through bigger range of motion. That's really what I like about this bar and this particular exercise. You can learn to grind through longer range of motion, more time under tension, build more strength, build more mass, all that kind of stuff. Now the other option with bands usually is going to be speed work or dynamic effort training. You can develop speed and power. You can do this with athletes. The bands are constantly pulling down, so we're going to have to press faster to get them off our chest. I think that's kind of obvious, but the adaptations that we get from bands are great at the tendinous level. They really teach you how to be springy and fast. So in terms of developing that speed and pop, bands can be awesome. When it comes to programming for like dynamic effort work, usually 40 to 50% of your 1 rep max is what you'll have on the bar. You'll have the bands on. Generally, most people are going to use doubled mini bands from Elite FTS, or these red ones. If you bench under 200, you're probably going to use micro mini bands. If you bench over 450, you're a really big, strong dude, you're probably going to use like monster mini bands. But essentially, how you set them up is pretty similar. You're going to need some band pegs or whatever. And then you're just going to press as fast as you can for about doubles, triples, or fives. You want to probably do about 25-ish to 30-ish reps in a given training session, so however you want to break those up. That's honestly up to you. You can read all the literature with time and attention, all that kind of stuff. But that's how you would implement it in a dynamic effort-based setting. So that is this awesome bench press variation using the Buffalo Bar and some bands. If you got any questions about how to set it up, how you might program it, how you might utilize it to improve your bench press, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.